Welcome back, dear listeners, to another Reddit video. In this video, a guidance counselor isn't that helpful, so they do not deserve to be remembered. Our first post is by Pineapple8900. My guidance counselor told me I wasn't university material, and years later, I pretended not to know her. I know it didn't sound much like revenge, but it was oh so sweet, let me tell you. Back in high school, I struggled hard. I had a stepdad who adopted me and then ignored me my whole life, and a mom who was wrapped up in making his life perfect. Yeah, he was what some might call a textbook narcissist, with my mom as his flying monkey. Anyway, school's a difficult time for me, and I had a lot of anxiety and a hard time focusing. I attended all my classes and was always doing very well on my assignments, but had trouble completing them. My guidance counselor was the same all through high school, and every year would start with a meeting with her, and I would explain that I needed more help because I was struggling to focus. She brushed me off every time, stating that I obviously wasn't trying hard enough because I had no excuse. Since my stepdad was, wait for it, a social worker for the school board and personal friend of hers. Yeah, it was awful. At the end of high school, we had our obligatory meeting about the college/universities or trade schools to apply to. I told her I was interested in psychology and would like to be a counselor or to teach psychology. This woman scoffed, literally scoffed at me. She said, and I quote, "Please do not apply to university. It would be a huge disappointment for you. You are not university material, and you may be better with a community college or even certificate in administration." Now, let me say, there is nothing wrong with going to community college or getting a certificate in something. Nothing at all. But this woman's words would haunt me my whole life. I wanted to pursue something I was very interested in, and she essentially told me I wasn't smart enough or capable enough to do it. Fast forward to my late 20s. I worked at a variety of small jobs here and there and became very depressed. I finally decided one day that, screw it, I'm applying for university. Well, I got in and graduated with honors. So I went to teacher's college for another bachelor's degree. Again, graduated with honors. And about 5 years ago, I finally finished my master's in behavioral psychology. 2 years ago, stepdad died. And who was at this visitation? My old guidance counselor. She came right over and started talking to me immediately like she knew me, like we're old friends. I cut her off and said, "I'm sorry, you must be confusing me with someone else." She looked absolutely shocked and said, "I was your guidance counselor for 4 years." I just shook my head and gave her the best blink look I could give, shrugged, and said, "Sorry, I honestly don't remember you." When I left, she looked a bit confused and disappointed. I think she had hoped for me to have all these good memories of her, how helpful she was to me as a teen. But nope, I wanted her to feel that she was nothing to me, had zero effect. Even though she did affect me, I wasn't letting her know that. I felt pretty good about that. Edit. To anyone wondering, I now teach psychology to future counselors, so I'm doing what I originally wanted, and that made this so much sweeter. Second edit. My mom had a run in with her a few times at the grocery store before this, and she bragged about my accomplishments, so I didn't have to tell her about them. She knew I was successful. Since she already knew, I pretended she was nobody to me to ensure she understood she contributed nothing. Also, those who say she helped me in the end and she was right, no, I asked her to help me for 4 years and got nothing. She laughed at my dreams and goals. She did not do her job. She failed as a guidance counselor and, frankly, also at being a decent human being. Third edit. Wow, thank you all for the encouraging words. You guys are awesome. It sounds like this touched a nerve for a lot of people. It makes me sad how many people were treated like this too. I'd love to expand on my story more, but I wouldn't know where to do that. I'm just glad this post was able to inspire some people to achieve their dreams in spite of the adults who said they couldn't. To the haters who still want to argue, "But she helped you." Yeah, no. I motivated and helped myself. How dare you try to diminish my hard work by saying this woman who failed me was helping? Shame on you for saying that. Bullies aren't motivational tools. They're just tools. Our next post is by Throwaway I'm Concerned. Ex-girlfriend told me to re-download dating apps when we went on a break, and I found someone. She then accused me of cheating. I'm still with that person I matched with almost a year later and very happy. This took place last year when I was 25. Shortly after assaulting me, my ex, out of the blue, said she wanted a break. She said to re download my dating apps, so I did. I eventually matched with someone, and I broke it off for good. Turns out her plan was malicious. She screamed and threatened to come to my house, tried to get me to go over to hers, and then proceeded to tell me that she did this because she didn't think anyone would want me, and that I'd come crawling back to her out of desperation. Turns out, she initiated the break so she could go see another man and come back to me when it didn't work out. She told me that she hoped this person I matched would break my heart, but we've been together almost a year and we are happy. Our next post is by Charming University 98. Roommate stole from me, so her wallet vanished. Back in college, I had better credit than my 3 other roommates, so I put our internet TV under my name, otherwise the deposit would have been $600. The cable company offered a $300 Visa gift card upon sign-up. 2 months later, I called them because the gift card never arrived. They tell me they sent it a few weeks ago, and eventually I'm able to find out from Visa that someone used it at the Whataburger, Target, and liquor store near my house. I'm pissed off because obviously one of my roommates has used it, but I didn't know which one. A few weeks ago, roommate number 2 complains that their $200 birthday gift card to Target has gone missing. His mom still has the receipt, and the store was able to tell her that someone used it at the Target near our house. He's obviously pissed off too, but we realized it's probably one of the other 2 roommates. A couple weeks after that, roommate number 3 wallet disappears. We turned the house upside down looking for it, and we knew it had to be the house because her car key is attached to her wallet, and her car is parked at the house. She is absolutely frantic, sobbing, screaming, hyperventilating, etc., throwing things everywhere and just having an absolute meltdown while tearing the house apart. We'd never seen her behave like this, so we're all kind of surprised she'd be that upset about her wallet. It's stressful, sure, but I genuinely was concerned about how she was reacting. She says the gift card thief must have taken it, implying it was roommate number 4, the only person who hasn't had something stolen yet. A few days after that, I found her wallet in the trunk of my car. We had gone to get groceries together, and I guess she just laid it in the trunk while we were unloading. I'm like, holy crap, I found her wallet. And then I open it up because I'm just excited to confirm that I did indeed find her wallet. Bam! Both stolen gift cards, front and center. No doubt. The Visa gift card has my name printed on it, and roommate number 2's mom had written something in Sharpie on his gift card. I realized she had a meltdown because she was afraid we'd find out she was the thief. I left the wallet, cash and all, right where it was. Pushed it up against the inner lip of the trunk so you couldn't see it unless you leaned farther into the car. A locksmith wouldn't make her new keys without the title, and the title was in the glove box of her locked car. All in all, she spent about $500 replacing her DL, title, and keys, not to mention not being able to drive her car for 2 weeks. I moved out of state with her wallet still in my car, finally tossed it in the trash several months later. Sometimes the universe assists you with petty revenge. Edit. Holy cow, I did not expect this to take off. Sorry if you see this, Chelsea. It was me. This happened 10 plus years ago, and I'm happy to report that we've all gone to therapy since then, and we're thankfully no longer terrible human beings. Couple of things to address. 1. Why didn't you confront her? I hated confrontation, was a huge people pleaser / wanted everyone to like me, and enjoyed watching her suffer. Again, therapy. I'm thankfully no longer like this. 2. Visa cards don't have names. Google Comcast Visa promo card real quick. The Target gift card itself said, "Happy birthday," and my friend's mom wrote, "To my favorite son" underneath. It was still semi-legible when I found her wallet. 3. Locksmiths don't make car keys. Apparently some do. In the end, she had her car towed to the dealership. I do remember she called a locksmith the first day her wallet was missing because she initially thought the wallet was in the car. She was super mad that the locksmith charged her for the weekend visit without actually unlocking the car. Was he taking advantage of his stupid college girl? Maybe. This was over a decade ago. I was 21, and I'm sure my vodka-addled brain did not fully absorb the details of her whole ordeal. 4. Turn her into the cops. Bro, have you met college students? Do you know how much illegal things they do? It briefly crossed my mind, but petty revenge was far more satisfying. She had an absolute meltdown and missed a few days at work at a newish job dealing with all of this. Thank you, dear listeners, for tuning in to another Reddit video. If you would like to, click another video. And if you would be so kind as to like and subscribe. Thank you very much.